We've had a nice break from the wet summer of this year in the last couple of days. That continues a little bit more today. The only rain we see on the eastern seaboard is north of us. It's not going to head its way down south, at least not yet. We're still dry in the Carolinas. As we zoom in a little bit closer, you'll notice maybe just a couple of high-level clouds across the northern tier of the state. They could sneak their way down here, but the high-level clouds easily filtering just a little bit of sunshine. So it's a bright and sunny day any way you slice it right here in North Carolina. Still low humidity, at least for right now. These are the dew point numbers that we like to show you. Remember those thresholds. 60s, very comfortable. Anything below that's just bone dry, and right around 70s when it starts to get pretty sticky out there. So right now, 63 on the dew point. That's pretty darn good for August. It will start to creep back up by tomorrow, though. That's when I think it starts to feel more like August, getting stickier and just more oppressively hot. High temperature yesterday, 84 degrees. Very comfortable, though. 62 for that low temperature. You can see that's way below normal. Our average low is right about 70 degrees for this time of the year, and even though we haven't had any rain for several days, we are still almost 5 inches above where we should be so far this year for rainfall, with a little over 42 inches in the bucket for all of 2013. Here's your current temperature, 65 degrees here in Wilmington, even in the 50s back in the mountains of North Carolina. In Asheville, zooming out a little bit in the southeast, still fairly comfortable in a lot of locations, but again, the oddball, the hot spot in the country right now is up in the north in Minnesota at 80 degrees in Minneapolis, and the Twin Cities really suffering through a bit of a heat wave that will continue out here in this part of the country while we enjoy some of those cooler temperatures right here along the East Coast for about one more day. Here's why I think things will change. High pressure has been over top of us. It starts to shift off to the west, and as it does so, that nice shield that it provides us blocking the heat, the humidity, and blocking the thunderstorms will go away. So the floodgates will be opened up by tomorrow. We'll start to filter in more of the heat, more of the humidity, and even a pop-up thunderstorm can't be ruled out. A better chance as you head farther off to the north on your Wednesday, but by Thursday and Friday we will have a decent shot at getting a couple of thunderstorms in our area. The Gulf and the Caribbean are both quiet right now. That's great news for us. The coast of Africa, though, that's what I'm going to watch over the next several days. A couple of indications that things could get a little bit active by the end of this week and into the early next week period. So we'll probably be tracking a couple of storms over the next 10 to 14 days. Just know that there's no immediate threat, but things could get active fairly quickly as we head towards September. Beach and boating forecast. Hey, it's still a pretty good day to head to the beach if you want to. The crowd should be a little lower too because the kids are back in school. That's great. I love to go when that happens. Low rip current risk out there too with a water temperature of 81. 86 for your high temperature today. Still pretty pleasant with the low humidity. Enjoy it while it lasts. Overnight tonight, we're cooling it down to 70 instead of the 60s in your full 7-day forecast. Best chance for storms comes in on Thursday, but still no big time rainfalls in the forecast. So overall, much drier than where we have been. I think everybody pretty pleased about that.
Yeah. Actually, talking about kids back in school, I rode my bike down to Carolina Beach yesterday. It was like a ghost town.
Oh, really?
Completely different than a week ago.
And even on a nice day, have it be quiet.
Beautiful day.